I have no belief.
You're a bigot.
I'm not a bigot.
You're
I'm challenging
bigot.
you on why you are giving this away.
Challenge your
You
mold
still
mind.
gave me no answer.
By the way,
you still
How
gave
can
me
you
no
say
answer.
that?
by the way, what's the question? Can you please 1 second?
I
What's
said,
the
why
question?
is he giving this away? And he said, because
Yeah.
it's the truth. Now, I took offense at that.
Why?
We believe it's the truth.
Your truth.
Am I putting a knife to your neck?
You might, if I
Am I-
stay here
am I
much
putting you a
longer.
knife to
You're
your
getting
neck?
quite heated.
By the way, brother, just a minute. Can I say something? Listen to
Yes.
me. Yeah.
The
We believe.
It's not arrogance
Yeah,
at
but by
all.
the way,
Arrogance.
brother, just calm down. We believe it's the truth. And Islam, one
Good
second,
for
one
you.
second.
I have
One
no
second.
debate.
And Islam is a recognized religion in this country, and we are entitled to practice our faith. We are entitled. By the way, I didn't finish.
I know
my
this.
word.
I
And
know
we are
this.
entitled to distribute this.
Right.
And we are entitled as well to convince people to accept this. And we are as well are entitled to accept Islam.
Okay.
Now,
One question.
if you have issue with this, you need to discuss this somewhere else. If you have issue with this.
You don't like me arguing with your acolyte.
Listen, I'm here. I'm just saying to you.
Philistine.
I see.
Please,
You
brother,
Philistine.
brother.
abuse. Come on, let's have it.
You're a Philistine.
Idris,
Intolerant,
brother
violent,
Idris.
You really are.
Idris.
You really are a
Intolerant,
bigoted Philistine.
Violence
Okay.
and death.
You
Okay.
equate me to mass murder and genocide?
I equate this book.
Okay.
Yeah. No, you said
That's
me.
why I said,
You
why are
said
you
you're
giving it
a-
away?
All right.
That's why I
Okay.
began.
All
Why are you
right.
giving it away?
Okay.
Seriously.
So
Yes, please, go ahead.
all right. So here, do you have issues with us as Muslims?
I have one issue, yes.
So you don't
If
like
I-
Muslims? You don't like Muslims?
I don't like the fact that you are intolerant. If I came to wherever your origin country is, probably you were born in Britain, but where's your origin country?
What's the problem with that?
Could I stand on the street handing out Bibles in Lahore?
I'm not from Pakistan. I am from Jordan.
All right,
we
Amman.
we have a Christian people in
Could I
Jordan.
stand in the street
Yeah, they do this. Yeah, the Christian they do this. Yeah, they do this.
without being shot down?
Without being shot down, yeah. The Christian in my country,
doubt
the
that.
Christian in my country, they in my country we have 2% of Christian. They live there for centuries. They were safe on their churches. They were practicing their faith for the last 1400 years under
are
the
an
one second. No. Under the protection of Islam, as well. Christian in Egypt, the same thing. Christian in all around the world. They were, in many Muslim countries. I'm talking about many Muslim countries. Now, what happened to them? They were entitled to practice their faith. They are entitled to print their Bible. They are entitled to even to discuss their Bible. It's total up to them. No one prevented them from doing so, and that's the fact there. Now, that's not my question here.
What's your latest information on it?
My question.
I couldn't do
My question is:
couldn't
do you have any issues with the Muslims as a person?
Well, that's one I just told you. If
So-
I went to Lahore or Rawalpindi
Okay.
or
Okay.
somewhere,
You need to
I
discuss.
couldn't-
You need to discuss this with the parliament in Lahore or Rawalpindi or in Pakistan parliament. That's thing you need to discuss it with there.
You know
not
I
here.
couldn't get in.
I'm not Pakistani. I myself. And I'm proud
You're
as well.
from-
By the way,
Jordan.
I'm from
I
Jordan. Yeah.
understand that. Yes,
And as
yes.
well, I'm proud with my Pakistani friends. I'm proud of them. That's a side point. For me, now when you go to a country, you need to discuss this with the law of the country.
Sure, I have
That's
been
why.
in Jordan.
That's why, according to us, we obey the law of the land. And we are law-abiding people, and we are doing this within our capacity. We
All
are
right,
entitled
okay.
by law,
Can I
and
say
you
something?
cannot dictate us
Can I
to tell
say
us
something?
that to distribute or not to distribute in this country or anywhere else. You need to
I'm
discuss
not
this in the
saying
parliament.
don't, I'm asking
You
why.
need to-
Why?
By the way, you are a New Zealander. Why do you discuss a British matter? We are British. What's your
was
problem?
born here.
So it doesn't. Do you have a British passport?
I do.
Okay. Then you
But I'm
vote.
also a New Zealander.
Okay.
I'm going there
Then you
quite
need to
soon.
discuss. You need to discuss this in the parliament. You
I
need to vote.
began, let me go back. I began by asking why this has been given away. The last thing your colleague here said was abusing our political system here.
No,
and yet
no,
you've
no.
just praised it.
No, I
for
did.
being
By
able
the
to give
way,
away
we are
freely
entitled.
your religious
We are
book.
entitled again. But
What were you talking
Wait,
about
second,
Tony
wait,
Blair
wait.
and the
So-
discussions in that house?
Yeah, he said.
You can go off
So,
and
by
buy
the way,
What were you saying?
by the way.
Liar.
Okay, but brother,
said
just be quiet, brother. Just quiet.
Not
Now,
at all.
listen.
You said-
Listen. We are entitled by law to do this. Do you have issues with this?
When there are people like this, yeah.
No, not like this.
abusing-
We are
abusing
entitled.
the system.
Okay, you need to go. There are no, one second, brother. There are channels here to go to complain. You go to this channel and do your complaint.
No, it doesn't
And
offend
we
me at
don't care.
all. It doesn't offend me at
Then-
all.
then be
but
quiet
I'm
then.
interested to hear what you have to
Okay,
say.
we told you because we are entitled to do so. and we are doing this by the law, and legally we are doing it. Islam is a recognized religion in this country.
I do know that.
And we are entitled to practice our faith. If you have issues with this, you have Islamophobe. If you don't have issues with this, then you are not. Part of our faith, we are entitled to distribute the Quran. Part of our faith, we are entitled to invite people to Islam and calling people to Islam. And we are calling you to Islam. It's up to you. If you joke, whether you like it or not, we are entitled to do that.
You are telling me what I already know. That's why.
Okay, then that's fine. So
there
what's your
would be
problem?
The police here if you couldn't do this.
Okay.
I know that's legal.
Yeah. Okay then what's your problem with this?
In most Muslim majority countries, you couldn't do it.
Okay, that's again going back to the point.
Intolerance.
Okay.
Leading to violence, leading to death.
Okay, this is what we call it. This is generalizing. If you generalize things.
No, it's called extrapolating.
But that's a lie. That's considered to be a lie, by the way.
Extrapolating.
Going back. Going back. That's a lie. So that's why you should be.
Extrapolating.
We say. Listen, I will tell you something. Yeah.
You're telling me things that I already know.
We generally, as Muslims, we were told to respect the elders. Yeah, as long as they respect themselves. Right. So I am urging you to respect your age, yeah, and not to spread lies. So going back to the point, in many Muslim countries, Christian are practicing their faith, and there is tolerance and coexist in many Muslim countries, and that's how you're Moroccan, yeah. This brother from Morocco. They are Christian in Morocco. They are Jews in Morocco. They still, when the Jews, by the way, when they were under the threat by the Christian, like yourselves and others, yeah, like your ancestors, but when they were under the threat by the Christian in Spain, they flee to where? To the Muslims, and they stayed in Morocco for all these years. So they stayed there because of the tolerance and not just that. Even you'll find, read the Islamic history, you'll find even some Jews and Christian, they became even prime minister in an Islamic state. These things happen.
This is a lecture.
Yeah, I'm lecturing you. And that's why you are a student, and that's why I'm teaching you.
I'm learning nothing.
Okay, that's fine. Because some people are sharp to pick, and some students, they have issues. So you're gonna fail your GCSE.
The Peninsula of Arabia used to be Jewish.
No.
Until this man was born.
Nonsense.
Where did they all go?
Okay. If again you have issues
from Iraq, where did they go?
Okay. Do you know you have issues? You have issues not just with Islam.
No,
you have issues with history. Have you studied history?
I have.
Where? What was the religion of the Arab Peninsula?
Animist, pagan, Bedouin.
Before the pagan.
Well, Jewish.
No.
Jews.
It's only came in recently. That's why you have serious. By the way, that's why you have serious problems even with history. So let me educate you. Let me educate you. Since you don't know, let me educate. So if you don't want to be educated, then go in peace.
No, I'm listening with you, but it's not education.
Okay, I'm educating you here. So if you wanted to stay here to be educated,
arrogance.
Yeah. You have to, sometimes with people like you.
To his first answer to my question.
Yeah.
Arrogance.
Yeah. Okay. Up to you. Whatever you. I'm saying to you, I'm here to educate you. If you don't want, one second, brother. If you don't want to be educated, that's totally up to you. We are here to educate people about Islam and history as well.
I'm hearing.
And history as well. So Abraham, peace be upon him, and his descendants used to be monotheists. Yeah. You know what means monotheists? Used to be monotheists.
You know that I know.
Yeah, okay. I don't know if you know, because apparently you don't know many things. So anyway, they were monotheists, and his own offspring, the offspring of Ishmael, and the Arabs, they used to be monotheists for quite some time. Then later on,
no historical proof
okay.
For this.
Then that's because you have lack of understanding of history, lack of education.
You're telling me a religious
story.
May I ask you?
What was your degree? What degree you finished? Yeah, can you tell me
if you give me a link, why you're asking me that question?
No, I just wanted to know what was the degree, because apparently your understanding. Have you finished GCSE?
Is it curiosity?
Yeah, just out of
curiosity. Abuse me.
Have you finished GCSE? Just out of curiosity. Have you finished GCSE? Have you finished GCSE?
I have a doctorate.
Have doctorate? You have doctorate. In which
Why are
field?
you
I don't have
asking me
doctorate, by the way. In which field you are doctorate?
Education.
Education. You are educating people like this?
You're an
What kind of
No, I'm
education?
not teaching.
Is
I'm
that?
not a teacher.
Have you finished education?
Arrogance.
Look at this.
mockery,
If this is,
Certainly
that's why
with
I think
intolerance
that's why the education
and
went down.
soon
If people like you there.
Educate yourself.
Wait, one second.
Doctor.
So if I don't think you're a
Actually,
doctor.
I was joking. I don't have.
I know you have nothing. I know that. I doubt
You
that.
didn't because you believed
Listen.
me.
That's why I'm just wanted to humiliate what you said. By the way. So that's why.
No, you can't humiliate.
So by the way. So have you finished
There are
GCSE?
limits. There are limits.
Have you finished GCSE? Have you finished even
Listen
year
to this
10?
question.
Have you finished even year 10?
Insulting,
Have you finished GCSE?
intolerant,
Yeah, okay. Have
and
you finished
soon will
GCSE?
lead to violence.
Okay, that's what you are doing to us.
No, not at all. Not
You are
at all.
intolerant.
You ask me if I've.
I'm asking you because someone,
speak English with me the next one?
yeah, because someone who I'm speaking to you in a clear English language, and yet you showed that you have lack of understanding. That's a problem. So when I ask you,
Understanding in what you're
when I
saying.
asked you the question, have you studied any history? You don't know, and then you.
No, that's not true. You're twisting my words.
Okay, have you studied history of the Arab Peninsula?
I know enough about.
Not
the
you know
Arab
enough. Have you studied it? I'm not talking about what you know. I don't care what you know.
I don't have a
you studied
doctorate in it.
No. Have you studied
Do
it?
you have?
I have studied it.
Do you
I
a
have
doctorate?
studied it. You know what means difference? You need to study something to understand it. To know something, we know many things. I know about the trees. I know about the
yeah,
sky.
okay.
It doesn't mean I know
Stick
it.
to the point.
Yeah. Have you studied it?
I've read.
Okay.
Depends
Then
what you
I
mean by
encourage
study.
you.
I've
I
read and
encourage
know a
you.
lot.
Go and study, and learn and come back. Go on, so yeah. Go and study. Life is full of amazing things.
So we're
And the
already
best thing in
saying
this life,
you know more than me.
yes, about the history, yes. About in the Arab
you're
Peninsula.
about religious history.
The Arab Peninsula I know more than you. So that's why I'm encouraging you.
You're
I
talking
can't just
about
waste the time.
Abraham?
No, I'm talking to you about the history. You said you just assumed. You said the Jews were there, and then you don't know. That's what you don't know. So that's what I'm saying to you.
They
You
were there
go.
long before this book was written.
Yeah, the Jews they were
You agree?
before. Yes, I agree.
Where are they now?
Who?
The same Jews
Which same Jews?
who used to live in the
Who became
Arabian
Muslims?
Peninsula.
They became
No.
Muslims.
No.
Yes, they became.
You know that's not true.
Yeah, I know that's the truth. That's why you didn't study. If you don't study, then go and
They
learn.
were slaughtered.
No.
The first
Wha-
violence.
If they were slaughtered,
Yeah.
why they run with Muslims to the Muslim land?
There are no Jews.
Why they run from Spain to Morocco and
100 or so
Tunisia?
years later.
Why?
100 years
Why
later.
they run?
100 years later.
Why they run? And from whom they run? From who?
It's not even 100 years.
No.
It's 700 years
Yeah,
later.
yeah. From who they run
700
and where?
years later.
So, from who they run?
So we've got deviation.
From whom they run at that time?
You told me just
and
now.
why they run?
You told me just now.
So you know why they run?
Yes, I know
From
why.
who? From your ancestors.
We're talking about the
From your
Arabian
ancestors.
Peninsula, right?
No, I'm
You
talking
gave a
about
quick,
that.
very clever
Yeah.
Where are the Jews?
So the point is.
You know,
Yeah, I know.
killed.
No,
The Battle of Badr, right?
Battle of Badr wasn't between the Jews. That's why you go and learn. You're so naive.
It's not
You
naivety.
are so
It's not
naive.
naivety. It's a
Now you
different
say
understanding.
Badr was between the Jews and the Muslims. You don't know. That's why go and learn. Go and learn.
Now you're shouting too.
Go and learn. I'm telling you, just go and learn.
Now you're shouting.
Well, we are just here, just wasting our time. Go in peace.
This is wasting time as well.
Okay, that's your opinion. Just go in peace.
Listen.
God told us in the Quran. God told us in the Quran. وَإِذَا خَطَبَهُمُ الْجَاهِلُونَ قَالُوا سَلَامًا. And if the ignorant spoke to them, they will say peace. I will say to you peace. You are an ignorant person. Peace be to you. Go in peace.
Arrogance, abuse, intolerance, and where does that lead? Ask
Peace.
yourself.
Peace.
Ask yourself.
Go in peace. Don't
Yeah,
don't
it's
destroy
a way
the
of saying,
camera.
go away. You're making us think.
Yes. Go in
Camera
peace.
behind you, sir.
Go in peace.
Well, I hope somebody got what I said.
Yeah, you've been.
There you go. You've been recorded.
Where's your friend?
It doesn't matter. You see here, that shows, by the way, if we Muslims, if we don't learn about our own history, someone like this will come and attacks us in our own history, because we have to learn our history, my brothers and sisters. We have to understand what the history tells us, and that's part of it. So an ignorant person with his arrogance, and yet he comes here to tell us about our own history. Allah al-Musta'an. Anyway, Jazakumullah khair all. May Allah bless you all and increase us all in knowledge and iman. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.